If you're addicted to bear hunting like I am, and you probably are since you're watching this video, you probably have some goals that you want to reach in your bear hunting. And if you don't, you might after you watch this video. What I want to talk to you about today is the opportunity to do more things in bear hunting than just, go shoot a bear. If you're a beginning bear hunter, maybe you just want to get your first bear. That's awesome. But there's a lot of us that want to reach out and do more things in bear hunting. So let's talk about some of the goals that you might want to set in your bear hunting. The first one, of course, is you might want to shoot a bigger bear or maybe a record book bear or something like that. The minimum for a bow hunter is 18-inch skull to get into the Pope and Young record book, and that is measured by adding the width and the length of the skull. The minimum for a firearms hunter is 21 inches, and that is for the Boone and Crockett record book, and that's a goal that a lot of people strive for, to reach one of those record book bears. If you shot a 300-pound bear, maybe you want to shoot a 400 or a 500. Anything above that maybe isn't that realistic, but a 400 or 500-pound bear certainly is realistic. Most mature males will be close to that if you're in the right area where they have plenty of food. And as I mentioned before, with the Pope and Young minimums of 18 inches, most adult male bears will reach that 18-inch skull size if you shoot them with a bow, and they'll be able to go into the Pope and Young record book. I've been fortunate to get some of each. But of course, what I do, being a full-time bear hunter, doesn't really translate into what the average guy has a possibility of doing, unless you're really, really committed to this. And of course, the measurement of the skull is not the only way to determine a big bear. We can go by weight as well. And there are certain areas where you can kill really, really big bears. And I'm actually going to do a separate video that will describe in detail where you can go across North America to shoot the biggest Boone and Crockett bears and the biggest, heaviest weight bears, in case you want to go and really try to shoot a really big bear. And that's a great goal to have. It's something that's very satisfying when you achieve that goal. Another goal might be to shoot another species of bear. In fact, you could shoot the Grand Slam of all four: polar bear, grizzly bear, brown bear, black bear. That's not for everybody. It's particularly not for everybody's budget, because you might not even get one on your first hunt, and some of these hunts have gotten outrageously expensive. I mean, realistically, to shoot all four of those, you could be six figures. You might have to spend maybe $100,000 or close to it to shoot all four of those. So that's probably never something that I'm going to be able to do. Maybe it's in your budget, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there for the people who might want to do that. I know quite a few people who have. Another Grand Slam, of course, is one that we've talked about on this channel before, and that's the Grand Slam of color phase bears, and that's certainly attainable for people that are on a budget. And of course, you have to know where the color phase bears live, and you have to go there. And I'm going to do a video specifically on where to find the color phase bears across North America. So if you want to pursue this goal, I'll give you the tools to do it. So the four color phases are blonde, cinnamon, chocolate, and black. And a lot of people have shot maybe one color phase and a black bear, and if you've done that, you're halfway there. This is certainly attainable. It takes a commitment to do it and to go the right places and go with the right outfitters most of the time. In some places you can do it on your own, but for the most part you're going to have to go with an outfitter. I actually know a lot of people that are pursuing this goal now, and since I did it a few years ago, I've actually heard from more and more people that have done it, are doing it, and like I said, are currently pursuing it. Fascinating stuff. I really love following people that are trying to reach these specific goals. Now, there's a couple of real outliers in the color phase category, and that is the two that are found in Southeast Alaska and British Columbia: the Kermode bear and the glacier bear. Now, the glacier bear is certainly attainable It's an expensive hunt and they're not common, so your chances of actually just booking a hunt and going and shooting one are not that good. You probably should plan on maybe going 2 or 3 times to assure that you really have a chance to shoot a glacier bear. But that for me is like a dream that someday I would love to do that. The Kermode bear is maybe not attainable at all, actually. The vast majority of Kermode bears are found in a small area of British Columbia where you're not allowed to hunt them. Some of them are found in Alaska, and there's a possibility that you could get one, just shoot it as a regular color phase bear. But the reality is with Kermode bears, you're probably, I'm not saying it's impossible, but for all practical purposes, forget it. Maybe your goal is just to experience bear hunting in different environments and different provinces and states, and go to different places and see different sites and experience different adventures. That's a great goal to have as well. I want to leave you with this thought. If you're thinking about doing more bear hunting and trying to reach some bear hunting goals, don't just chase your dreams, catch your dreams. You got to turn your dreams into plans and start right now. Leave a comment below and let me know what goals you've reached or what goals you're trying to attain. I'd love to hear from you about this. It's fascinating to me when people are trying to do all these cool adventures in different places and attain these goals, and I'd love to hear about it. So thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.